Rolling. Testing. Hello, guys. Okay, so you might be wondering why I have not been uploading anything at all. I'm just gonna be honest right here. I've just been really busy, and then there was the whole coronavirus thing. So I hope you guys are staying healthy and guys are staying inside. Really hope. Anyways, um, hang on. Oh, shoot. Okay, sorry about that. Anyways, I'm here because I'm going to be making a dramatic reading of this fan fiction. Interesting fan fiction. So if you guys know the Undertale community, sorry, you will know that there are a lot of creative and amazing and beautiful works of art on there, and then there's also a lot of discomforting things, very discomforting. And this may indeed be one of them. Well, I'm not actually sure yet, but I'm sure it's gonna be good. Anyways, it's this lemon fan fiction between the characters Kara and Frisk. I think I'm already gonna regret this, but I'm gonna be reading it here today. I came across this strange fan fiction while I was surfing around fanfiction.net. There's already some crazy stuff on there, so I guess I should expect it to find something like this. It is called A Frisky Encounter, One Shot, Lemon Special, Updated Patch. Ooh boy. Oh boy. I really don't want to do this. But you know what? Screw it. Well, guys, this is my reading of Frisky Encounters. I hope you enjoy it. That one night when everyone but the two teens are gone. That's literally the first header for this, head image thing for the first story. Teenage hormones can get to a person when they are thinking about doing dirty things to a certain pure, untainted soul named Frisk Dreamer. Carol looked over to the picture she had of Frisk and felt the floodgates of desire open and flood into her mind and soul. She wanted to do things to Frisk that could possibly land her in jail. But then again, Frisk was just this handsome soul that wouldn't dare her to fly. What would he think of her after leaving hand marks on his ass, fucking his ass and mouth with a dildo, and then claw and bit every last inch of his skin? Would Frisk even go for the bad girls first and foremost? Kara couldn't possibly come up with a reason why Frisk should. After all, Kara had killed off most of his friends. Even Mercy killed them in their runs through the underground. And even before they found herself as the LV side of Frisk, they weren't exactly a good kid either. Kara sighed as she got up from her bed and headed downstairs to the kitchen. Taking out a can of Coke, she spotted a note attached to the fridge door and read it out loud. Out for a charity in another town. Be back tomorrow afternoon. Love, Mom. Kara grinned as she then heard someone come down the stairs. Kara turned around and then froze at the sight of a tall and handsome Frisk, who was just done with taking his nap. Kara, for the 1000th time, stared at his figure. Frisk normally hid his true self under his blue and purple turtleneck, but Kara had gotten a sneak peek at them without it one morning before school and saw that Frisk was slim. His ass looked nice. And no matter what their peers suggested, Kara loved the fact that Frisk always kept his brown locks nice and shaggy. Didn't know Shaggy was in the story. Kara also noticed that Frisk has been a little extra nice to her all week. She has also kept catching him staring at her pear-shaped body that almost showed off her hips and ass. He also took a liking at taking quick peeks at her growing breasts that were both perky and very noticeable under her yellow and green sweater, by the way. And he has been drawn to her red eyes. She knew he was into her, and yet he still hasn't made any moves. Kara stepped aside as Frisk made his way to the fridge. When he was close by, Kara frowned. She had to look up to see his face. It's one of the things she was jealous about when Frisk hit his growth spurt. She always had the height advantage over him since they were separated. But now, if anyone tried to pick on Frisk, all he had to do was turn around and stare the bully down until the bully gulped and snuck away. Then she would imagine Frisk would then walk over and take her into his arms, and he would smother her lips as he fell down for her. Kara shook her head as Frisk opened, grabbed the soda from, closed the fridge. He then looked down and then smiled. Hey, Kara. What's up? Kara nervously took a slip. A slip. I slipped. There was a puddle on the floor, that's why. I need a sip. Kara nervously took a sip before answering. Just hanging around. What about you? Chris walked into the living room and laid down on the couch as he answered and asked. Just about to watch some TV. Care to join me? Kara blushed, but nodded and made her way to the couch. Both of them watched TV for a while, until Kara looked over and saw that Frisk was fast asleep on his side. Kara smiled as she saw his peaceful expression and listened closely at each soft breath he took. He was a heavy sleeper on occasions. Not even a blast from Sam's gaster blaster can wake him. Kara, when she got the chance, loved watching his chest rise and fall. Then she would look down even further and see Frisk's bulge. Her grin grew wide as she didn't realize how generous puberty had been to him. Kara looked up at Frisk again to make sure he was still fast asleep before leaning in and brushing over his dick with her fingertips. Frisk twitched at her touch, and then he rolled onto his back with one leg hanging off the side of the couch. She contemplated on whether or not she would just let him rest, but after just feeling his hard dick, she wanted more. Intimacy. It is bold in words, so it's meant as like a header image. Intimacy. In parentheses, no, not the other Kara / Frisky. Oh god, there's more of these. Kara carefully leaned over Frisk's crotch and then softly grabbed onto his bulge. She heard him hum in pleasure as she slowly started to move her hand up to the tip of the bulge and then back down in a repeating motion. Frisk started to groan as he then undid his belt and unzipped his fly. There's no way he just did that in his sleep. Even I couldn't do that in my sleep. He sighed in relief as he went back into deep sleep. It was then Kara caught whiff of an intoxicating odor coming straight from Frisk's open fly. Traced by this odor, she carefully moved closer to his fly and carefully undid Frisk's pant button. Just as she released the button, she was smacked by Frisk's heart. No! No. Oh, no. No. Just as she released the button, she was smacked by Frisk's heart. No. I can't. Okay. No, I'm good. Just as she released the button, she was smacked by Frisk's hard cock. Wow. And people complain that I don't wear under. She didn't stop and held her breath at the sight of Frisk's cock. Wow, Frisk. It's so big up close. It looks weird, but it's also so hypnotizing and so. Kara then got closer to it and inhaled the musk emitting off it. What is she, an incel? So mouth-watering. Oh dear. Kara, it's not chocolate. Well, actually, considering how many people draw Frisk is with a tan, with a little bit of a darker skin, I wouldn't actually be surprised. Okay, oh god, I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I am not going to finish that sentence. Anyways. Kara then. Wait, shit, I'm on the wrong side. Yeah, okay, I'm good. Anyways, continuing. Kara looked up at Frisk's face before touching the dick with the tip of her tongue. Frisk's body shuddered, but he gave a pleasure-filled hum after feeling Kara's touch. Kara took his hum as a sort of approval to keep going, so she started to lick up and down, kiss all around Frisk's shaft. Frisk then started to groan aloud, thrusting his cock up and down Kara's lips. When he calmed down, Kara then felt a new, salty, gooey liquid at her lips. Why is cum always salty? Okay, whatever. She removed herself from his dick and then looked at his tip to find pre-cum flowing out. Kara then took another taste of the pre-cum, and after that, she then lashed her lips onto Frisk's lollipop. Oh, began suckling. Suckling! That's what it says right here. And she lashed her lips onto Frisk's lollipop and began suckling. Oh, She just been sucking. Oh, God. And began sucking and licking his tip. Frisk let out an audible moan as Kara then took in his dick all the way to the back of the throat and began bobbing her head up and down, stimulating a very pleased Frisk. Frisk, now fully awake and fully aware of Kara's actions, felt a seed building up inside his cock, ready to shoot into Kara's mouth. Kara, hang on, But any attempt of warning her was useless, as Kara's mouth was then filled with Frisk's semen? Yeah, it is not. Semen. It's not SEMEN. No, 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 no. It's SEAMEN. Seamen. So, what was this? The game made by Sega for the Dreamcast? I mean, if these are the origins, I would not be shocked. Kara flinched and cringed at the salty feeling of his cum, but then the taste subsided as she then began to enjoy the weird gooey feeling in her mouth and shuddered when she swallowed it down. Ew. Kara and Fritz both began to breathe heavily as Fritz then broke the silence. Enjoy yourself? Kara could admit to a lot of things, but admitting she did just invade his private property and explicitly made him orgasm without his consent made her blush in embarrassment and slowly answered. Yeah? Fritz just chuckled and asked. So, I guess this means you've wanted me for a while now. Kara bit her lower lip and slowly nodded. Fritz then chuckled and then sat up and kissed Kara. That's good to know. So have I. Oh my god. Aren't these guys like technically like siblings? I know they're not like blood related, like they're more like step siblings, but it's kind of still fucked up. It's basically incest. It's basically incest. Oh dear God. Okay. All right. Uh, Kara's blush deepened as Frisk then towered over her and started to kiss her. After breaking the kiss, he then grinned as he tugged down on her turtleneck. May I? Kara nodded in approval as she moved her head to the side, exposing her milk white neck to him. Oh, God, white people. I'm sorry, don't hate me for that. Frisk then kissed her cheek. Frisk then kissed her cheek, and then he trailed the kisses from there down her top of her neck, and then started to nibble at a few spots as he started to chew and suck on her sensitive skin. Probably should use lotion for that, Kara. Jeez. Kara was entranced with Frisk's near aggressive moves as she felt her sweater begin to feel hotter and tighter on her skin. Frisk noticed her in comfort and then lick over what? Frisk noticed her in comfort and then lick over her newly planted hickey. What? What the hell is in comfort? Did you mean to spell uncomfort or like uncomfort? Oh God! If you're gonna make an incestuous fanfic story, at least spell check it. Oh God. Okay. First noticed her uncomfort and then licked over her newly planted hickeys, and kissed her lips. Is it getting hot in here? Kara gulped. She then grinned. It might be. So what? First then sat up and threw off his sweater, exposing his slim body now soaked in sweat. Jesus, Frisk, you should probably figure that out. That's be a little bit of dehydration, man. So he then started to lift up Kara's sweater. Let's take off all our clothes. Even my tiny hat? No. Kara was shocked. Frisk, the guy who would give mercy to even to his most stubborn foes, or makes a friend out of anything or anyone who's mostly polite and mostly silent, the exception of their mother to those around him. There was no way that this was really the Frisk Kara knew. Forgot to add a comma. But then again, after seeing his sweaty and exposed upper body and still rock hard dick, Kara could care less if it was actually the devil in disguise. Well, aren't you the devil, Kara? Removing her sweater, Kara and Frisk's hands began to explore the entire lengths of both their bodies, finding new spots to stimulate each other's senses. Frisk looked down at her body and commented, "Wow, now this is a sight I really want to get used to. Please don't get used to it. Please don't. For the love of God, I'm begging you." Kara smirked and replied, "Yeah, me too. Both went back for a deep kiss. Kara's fingertips were focusing on feeling up and down Frisk's exposed upper body, while Frisk had been busy unhooking her bra and popping out her breasts. Oh, geez, that sounds painful. Kara moaned as she felt the release of her sweat-covered brow. Frisk broke the kiss and gave her a sly smile. Since you've invaded my body without my consent, I guess it's only fair if I invade these without yours, he whispered as he pushed on. I didn't even whisper that. He whispered as he pushed her onto her back and cupped the bottom of her breasts. I mean, why am I just putting any effort into the story? Anyways, Kara gasped in surprise of Frisk's sudden grab, and then she felt the pressure building up within her. There, he gently squeezed her upper breast until he reached her nipples. Frisk then trailed another batch of kisses down from her lips to her throat, began reaching her chest. Kara shook in anticipation as Frisk began gently twisting her right nipple and licking/suckling. No, it's back again. Why? And licking/suckling/ gently teething on the other. Oh god. All right, I'm not exactly like an English professor, but first of all, suckling, I'm pretty sure is not a word. The sentence was messed up. And teething, isn't that the word they use for when babies are growing teeth? So is Frisk growing teeth on Kara's nipple? I mean, like I said, I am not an English professor, so I wouldn't know. But oh Jesus, you couldn't use another word? All right. Kara's moans filled the living room. She gripped Frisk's brown hair as her body desperately tried to move up and grind on Frisk. Frisk groaned in pleasure. Frisk groaned in pleasure as he felt Kara suddenly climax against Frisk's shaft. What, did they just dry hump each other? Frisk then stopped his assault on her nipples as he caught a whiff of Kara's musk coming from her pants. Frisk then hummed in response to Kara's scent. You smell nice. You wait, what? No, it's not. That's not how. Is that not how it goes? Oh my God! You smell, comma, very nice, Kara. Kara had no will to come up with any kind of response. Her orgasm had left her basically speechless. Left with no response, he just whispered bluntly, "Let's get a taste, shall we?" "Let's not get a taste, shall we?" "No, that's a terrible idea. Put it back in your pants, Frisk. This is how inbred babies are born." Okay, well, maybe not inbred babies, not blood related, but still. Kara went wide as she tried to protest the idea, but by the time she was ready to stop him, she began to moan and gasp again as Frisk licked her nipples again, and then left a trail of nibbling kisses down her body to her sweatpants. While he went down her body, Frisk untied and pushed down her pants and panties, exposing her swelling womanhood. They use the word womanhood, manhood, and all those hoods in stories. That's I don't know. It's kind of weird. For Frisk, please, oh ah! She screamed aloud as Frisk then kissed her other lips. Her other lips? Oh, is that because? Okay, all right. It's the pussy in the thing. Anyways, Frisk licked his lips, getting a simple taste test. Kara's pussy tastes just as it smells. Kara looked down with embarrassment and said, "Oh, okay, you pervert. You got your taste. Now, would you just wait a second for me to calm down a bit and leave you unsatisfied? Please, Kara. You know I wouldn't do such an evil thing to you if you told me to." Then again, then massaged her vaginal lips, causing her to moan again. "You did finish me off after taking advantage of me when I had my guard down. So I'm going to make sure you enjoy this, whether you ask for it or not." Nice, Frisk. Didn't know where you learned to rape from. I really hate myself for doing. Okay, before Kara could do anything else, she was paralyzed in a sea of pleasure as Frisk kissed, sucked on, and licked on her lower regions. She felt his nose tickling her pubic hair. Okay, and his tongue brushed over he clit. Ah, oh, oh my god! Kara managed to get out. Oh my god! Never heard someone say that. It's Goah. Oh my god! Oh my god! She then heard Frisk chuckle as he then started to dig into her pussy with his tongue. Oh my god! Kara's breath suddenly became labored. Kara's breath suddenly became labored. Okay, going back to the English professor thing, I am, like I said before, I am not an English professor, but labored? So she started giving birth to a baby as Frisk started to lick her, to stick his fucking tongue in there? What? Maybe I just really don't know English, but come on. Like I said, better words, better vocabulary. You don't need to sound smart, you just need to sound normals, competent. Though I guess that's actually too much for a Charisk lemon fanfiction. Kira's breath suddenly became labored as she felt every wall inside her being licked on by her Frisk's slippery paintbrush. What? That's the tongue, right? Slippery paintbrush? What? What? Frisk was enjoying her moan-filled screams as he then pulled out and softly nibbled on her clit and trailed his fingers over her asshole. Kira felt Frisk's middle finger. So hang on, his middle finger went up. His middle finger went. Yeah, okay. I read the rest of the sentence. Yes, his middle finger went. His middle finger went up her asshole. Oh, that's fun. If that does not represent this fan fiction, I don't know what else does. Kara felt Frisk's middle finger go up her other hole as Frisk went back into her, digging more and more into her vagina with every gasp Kara took. Frisk should really bring a flashlight there if he's gonna start digging and digging into Kara's vagina. Jesus. The pressure built up again as she then began to feel her vaginal walls close on her lover's tongue and then clench on his middle finger. Frisk, gonna, gah! Kara chanted as she felt the pressure build up and suddenly expel all out, all at once out. Okay, there we go. All at once out her cunt. Hey, that's a bad word. You can't say that. Mm. Frisk was then squirted on by her juice, and after a taste, it wasn't half bad. A tad bit lemony. Okay, author, this is where I draw the line. This is honest to God where I draw the line. I'm gonna make the fair assumption that you don't actually know what a vagina tastes like. Unless you were a woman yourself. And even then, I'm not even sure. Nevertheless, the taste was just turning him on more and went back to licking Kara clean. I mean, if the taste tastes a little bit more like, I don't know, like milky, maybe, maybe a little bit more, um, like grapey, or maybe like a little bit more cherry flavored, I would be turned on, but not lemony. Lemon's a little, yeah. I like lemons. Don't get me wrong. There's, when she started to calm down, she looked down at Frisk, who was busy licking up her juices, and then looked up and gave her a satisfied but very naughty smile. Now, how was that? He asked as he crawled back up to her and wrapped his arms around her waist. Kara shuddered, and looking up into his eyes in surprise. Who the fuck are you, and what have you done to Frisk? Frisk then kissed her lips and then gently whispered, Would you prefer the more tamed Frisk than a wilder and a very energetic Frisk? No, I love this side a fucking whole lot, but Kara breathed in his breathed in his musk. Where had this side of yours come from? From that. Frisk just chuckled and answered, Just found out about this side when you came into the picture. I've liked you for a very long time, Kara. As you just felt tonight, represents every second, waited to have you like this. Now that I have you right where I want you, I have to ask you a very important question. He then moved his crotch to aim his dick at her lower lips. Wait, the mouth or the pussy? Well, lower lips one, we'll just assume the vagina. He then moved his crotch to aim his dick at her lower lips. Do you feel the same way about me? All aboard the incest train. All aboard the incest train. How the hell is that on a Spike TV show yet? Anyways, Kara shuddered at both his question and the presence of his dick just inches away from her saliva-covered pussy. She then breathlessly answered, Yeah, I felt the same way after countless sex dreams and masturbating to your name. Just take me and fuck me like the frisky little fucker you are. Whoa, Kara! Calm the fuck down. Jesus Christ. She muttered as she dug her nails into his skin. Tristan felt the tingle of Kara's harsh words go down his spine. Jeez, is he a masochist? Masochist? Whatever it's called? Yes, I love it when you get feisty! Now, Fritz then slowly pushed himself into her, causing her to scream that suddenly turned into a long and pleasure-filled moan. I'm sorry, I'm just having kind of fun with this. Let's see how much determination you really have. Ooh, game reference. Kara growled as she further dug her nails into Frisk's back. Yeah, I said that percent right. Frisk then began to slowly thrust in and out of her, going way deep into her nether regions. Or is it called? Oh, nope, not nether regions. Why would you think that's correct? No, it's called neither regions. Of course. Kara's moans became shorter and shorter as Frisk's hard-on penetrated her deeper and deeper, until eventually she felt her cherry begin to burst with every thrust. Oh, do both genders have the cherry thing? 'Cause I only know the gay jokes. Okay. Then the thrust started to get faster and faster as Frisk started to feel his seeds all gather up in the tight space inside his dick. Kara's senses went into overdrive, and as her body started to tense up with each thrust, he smacked into her. Oh, his balls smacked into her. Okay. Frisk, I about to. What the fuck? Is she gonna sneeze or something? I mean, if you consider like coming a sneeze, so I guess. Kara kept trying to warn as her breast became more and more labored. There's the word again. Somebody help me. Me too. Frisk stuttered as he then released his sea-man, not seaman, sea-man, into her. Kara felt his hot seed shoot into her as she felt her cherry explode all over her lover's member. Her legs might have been paralyzed for the moment, but then she still wanted more. Frisk? Kara asked breathlessly. Frisk looked down at her. Kara then twisted onto her hands and knees and gently shook her ass on her. Oh no. Think it'll fit just like your finger did? Frisk then smirked as he spreaded her ass cheeks open and then leaned over and whispered, "Let's find out." And that's the only part I'm whispering. Just as he said this, Kara felt the wave of pain, relaxation, and an absolute lust as Frisk penetrated her asshole and began to fuck it like he did her pussy. Oh, Kara shuddered as Frisk continued to plow her deeper and deeper until she suddenly felt Frisk's fingers thrust into her bloody vagina and stimulate her clit. Ugh. I don't know about you guys, but if I ever see a vagina bleeding in front of me, I'm gonna end it right there because I honestly can't do that because I don't know if it's in pain or not. So I don't want to risk it. Call me a virgin. I don't care. I'm reading this shit. Carol let out moan-filled screams as she then stood up on her knees, leaned her back onto Frisk's body, and then moving her hips up and down to match the movements of his thrust. Oh, yes. Fuck yes. More. God. Da. Kira screamed aloud as her body recoiled into another climax that was sparked by another flow of Frisk's cum filling her colon. She better get that checked out later on. Frisk let out another sound of sweet relief as he saw Kara twisted back into the couch and then hug his head down onto her chest. Kara lovingly planted her face into Frisk's brown locks. Oh my fucking god, Frisk! So, Frisk began as he nuzzled his face onto her breast. Shit, I wish that was me. Was that satisfying? Kara threw her head back inside. More than that, I've never felt this satisfied since I first discovered masturbating. Oh, I hate this. Okay, I'm near the end. I'm right at the ending. I can do this. Frisk, you have exceeded my expectations, she answered as she then began to play with his bangs. Frisk smiled and yawned. Good. Then I hope you don't mind if I take another nap. Do I have a say in this? Kara asked, smiling. Not really. Good night, Kara, he said as he closed his eyes and began to snore. Damn, you fell asleep already. If the pussy is that boring and then he sleeps right, he sleeps out, he knocks out right as he falls on her chest, and damn, I'm pretty sure it was faking it. It would be so funny if he was just faking it the whole time. Just be like, Kara, do. Stupid bitch. She doesn't even know. Okay, I'm in last sentence. Night, Night, my Frisk, she replied as she kissed the top of his head and also fell into a deep sleep. Woo! And then there's a note from the author, but I'm not really gonna read that. Except, you know what? Oh, I just saw the last sentence, so I just read the last sentence. Hang so I'm gonna read the first part of it. And that was my first lemon. Now, since this is an M-rated C/F fanfic, that means I can say all the dirty words I couldn't say much in a T-rated fic. Wiener, colon D. Wow, guys, isn't that such awesome, quirky humor? No, stop it. It's so funny. Ugh. You're wondering, I did not choose these genders for Frisk, blah blah blah. Lastly, if you didn't notice anything different about the story, I decided to introduce patches. Patches. Oh, so you updated, so you do like fixing. Well, why did you fix the fucking grammar? Oh, you clearly haven't patched it enough. Lastly, and anywho, if you got off on this, please favorite review and clean up your mess. Oh, I can never get off on this. This is the ride I can never get on, nor can I get off on. And I'll see you frisky ducks in my less adulterated stories. Oh my god. So there's the chance of the people who actually like this shit going onto this person's actual like fanfics that can appear on the front page and shit or whatever how it works. Oh no. And then the last sentence is peace out, bitches. Oh great. Wow, you are so relatable. Ugh. So guys, there it was. Horrible grammar, horrible sentences, and a story based on two fictional characters who in the fanon in the fan canon are step siblings. It's a whole bunch of pedophilic incest. So I hope you enjoyed that. But you know what? It's over. It's over. And I hope you enjoyed my crazy reading of this while you were stuck in quarantine. And I wish you guys the best of luck. Oh, oh no, no! There's There's not one, not two, not three, but 4 chapters in total!